Yo, what is up, people? Mark Hopkins here, Berkleemusic advisor and guitar player and vlogger for Berkeley. So, I just wanted to do a little bit of a different blog. I've done my slide vlogs. I've done, what else did I do? I did some practice stuff for speed and technique and whatnot. And I wanted to talk to you today about something that's near and dear to my heart, is the idea of implementing technology into practicing, mainly via metronome and working on your time and everything. And a bunch of guitar players who I highly look up to and idolize. Someone like Wayne Krantz. I had a chance to talk to him, and we were talking about practicing and how people practice and how you should practice. And maybe there is a right and wrong answer. I don't know. I don't think any of us know. I think we just know what's right and wrong for us personally. And to grow as a musician, practicing is inevitable, obviously. We've got to find out a way to practice that helps us become better players and motivates us to practice. Playing with a simple metronome, for me, since I was in the 7th grade, is a drag, man. I don't like doing it. A lot of people don't like doing it. It just doesn't have any soul, and I'm just not that scientific and not that, I don't know. I don't have the attention span, I guess you could say, to rehearse with something like this. This got me by for a while, but mainly I had to find out, okay, how do I practice, and how do I learn? And you all need to kind of think about that, what's the best way that I learn? And you need to jump in that boat and set sail, my friends, because it's the best journey you'll ever go on. No, just kidding. No, but it is good. You got to find out what works for you, man. And I found what I dig and what has really helped me, and this has been just recently, because don't think I'm Mr. Metronome. I'm not. But my New Year's resolution for 2013 was that I was going to spend more time with a metronome or some sort of rhythmic device to help me, work on my right hand and the whole kit and caboodle. So, time to stop playing a bunch of notes and play stuff that's more meaningful, and also to work on my speed and work on those little bags of tricks that we can pull out when we want to pull them out. So what I want to talk about is how I do this, and I think it's a fun way to practice, and I think you guys will dig it, so I just wanted to kind of impart this idea to you. I use GarageBand and my trusty King B Telly, which I would say you guys should check out too, just because they're cool if you like gear. Get yourself, your guitar, stick it in your lap, pop open your laptop or your computer, and open up GarageBand if you've got a Mac, or open up Cubase if you've got a PC, whatever it is. Every songwriter and every player who is sonically interested in the world and music and creative minds and everything should have a DAW. And DAW just is short for Digital Audio Workstation, which is just a fancy way of saying either Pro Tools, Logic, Cubase, Sonar, Reason, GarageBand, whatever. So for me, I have Pro Tools rigged, but GarageBand is just so much easier just for a practice tool. So I've got GarageBand open, and what I'm doing is I'm using, for a guitar sound, I'm using Amplitude 3 for just guitar practicing. Now it's killing. If you guys haven't taken our Getting Your Guitar Sound class online, you need to check that out, because this is the software that we use. I'll just show you really quick what it looks like. So it's just amp modeling software. There's also a bunch of other crazy stuff you can do with stomp boxes and cabinets and miking placement on cabinets, off axis, on axis. You got a lot of room mics you can move around. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to try to be as steady with this thing as I can. I'm not a grip. I don't live in Hollywood. Do my best here. Alright, so here is GarageBand, and here is Amplitude. Now, this amp right here that I have open is based on a Blackface American amp, which we all know is a Fender-based amp. So this would probably be kind of like along the lines of, and I'm on my treble pickup, on my bridge pickup. That is based on, I don't know, like a you know, DeVille probably, but it's, you know, or a Deluxe or something like that. So, killer black face tone, tube tone, pretty awesome. It's got stomp boxes here that you can pull up, some crazy overdrive. You can hear the difference. And then we've got cabinets you can choose from. Then there's racks you can choose from. It's pretty rad, man. I would definitely check it out. If you haven't taken that class, if you want to learn more about it, definitely do so. Tell Dan I said hello. And I'm also using Addictive Drums, okay? Addictive Drums, drum modeling software. We've got a bunch of different kits. This is more of the Motown-y type kit. So you can sample all these. You can actually edit all these sounds too. Alright. So yeah, I mean, a bunch of kits. There's Yamaha kits, DW kits. They were all sampled from actual kits. Little disco kit for you. But what I do is I go in to this screen, which is a lot of preset beats. And what it'll show you is it'll show you the BPMs, it'll show you the time signature, and it'll show you the amount of bars that the beat runs. Some of these it's only 1 bar. The one we're going to do is 4 beats, or 4 bars, my bad. And some of them are like 32 bars though. It's pretty cool. So this is the groove, okay, that we're going to rock with. And yeah, so this is how I practice. Let's do a little bit here. Just angle this down. The guitar. Cool, so you get the idea, guys. You know, it's more fun to play with a drummer than it is to play with a metronome. So I would highly recommend, you know, trying to get something like this. If you can't get something like this, try to find, like, there's some cheap drum machines you can get on, you know, eBay, Craigslist. People sell them all the time. Boss makes some cool drum machines. There's a Alesis drum machine that's really cheap that has a bunch of built-in grooves in it. But it's just another way to you know, hammer away at practicing, and I was just goofing off there. I mean, I should have showed you something that I practiced. But regardless, what also done too is I'll record these sessions within GarageBand and go back and see just how much I suck, so I can fix all the things that I'm doing incorrectly. I felt like there was a bunch of that I could tell I was pushing the beat a little bit. I should have been laying back more, but it's just a cool way to do things, guys. Check it out. So GarageBand or any other program, I was using Amplitude 3. If you don't have Amplitude 3, I'm sure everybody has a small practice amp they can just pull up next to them. If you don't have a way to record, if you don't have GarageBand or anything, you know what else I used to do? If you've got a boombox, I'm not even kidding. I know I laughed, but I'm not kidding. No, seriously. If you have a boombox, tape TDK or whatever, dude. That's what I did back in the day, man. Is just record yourself, and I'd write music. I would just be strumming on my acoustic, babbling words, and I would go back and rewind, find what I liked, sewed it together, and came out the other side. But with this, same idea. You got your drum machine, you got a boombox or something. Record yourself, while you're playing, so you can go back and listen to all this. Or you can get something simple like these voice recorders. There's they sell them at Best Buy. There's like $20 or something like that. Go in, get one of those guys. That's great as a tool as well for keeping around for ideas if you've got ideas popping up. And there are apps out there too that are like metronomes and recording devices all kind of looped together. So yeah, man, the world is your oyster, and shuck it, baby, shuck it. So I'll see you again on the flip side, guys. Hope this was helpful. It's just kind of like a run through of this and maybe just an idea through out there to you, but definitely do it and hit me up and let me know how it goes, man. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.